Today we are going to discuss about the best practice for SQL Server Index, which can improve your SQL Server performance as well. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the 11 most common factor which can help you to improve your SQL Server Index. Okay, so don't skip the video. Please watch the complete video. So once again, guys, welcome to my channel Tech and Art. Hope you guys doing well. Whoever newly joined on my channel, please like to subscribe and share with others as well. So let me start this today's session. So I have created one document which will show you the most 11 factor which can improve your SQL Server Index. So the first one is understanding the how database design impacts SQL Server indexes. So basically you need to understand the database, whether your database is OLTP and OLAP. Okay, so because these database is different. Okay, so because the transaction is different, load is different, so you need to understand whether your application database is OLAP or OLTP. Based on that you can design the index. Okay, so you can go with this statement in details, what is this database and how it's helping. Okay, right, what is the OLAP and OLTP. Okay, the second one is the create index for your workload requirements. As I said, when you are creating a new table in your database, don't just go and blindly create an index. Whether firstly you have to understand whether that particular really need an index, then only it will create an index. Otherwise, if you create a blindly index and you are not aware that index is really helping to that particular query or not, it will degrade your database performance. So don't create a blindly index. Firstly analyze whether that index is required or not according to your workload. Okay, third one is create index for most heavily and frequent used query. This is also a valid point. So here it's trying to say, like, some queries or some application jobs, it's really need in a day 10 times to fetch the data from the database. Let's assume some kind of reporting database, you need 4 to 5 times in a day to fetch the data from the database. So for that query that really need an index actually, so create a index based on your query load. Okay, the fourth one is apply the SQL Server Index key column best practice. This one is you need to go and check the details what it's saying the index key column. Okay, and the fifth one is analyze the data distribution of your SQL Server Index column. Okay, so this is also something kind of the load on a particular column. Okay, so SQL Server Index key column, so you need to analyze the load of that particular. Suppose let's say a table having so many records and you are fetching the data every time particular specific column only, right, not for the entire rows and all, not for the all columns. So if you fetch the data like that, then you need to analyze the load, the distribution of load. Okay, so based on that you only create an index actually. Also only those columns should be involved on a particular index. Okay, and the sixth one is use data sort order. This is very much helpful actually. When we are creating index, we need to understand how index is working in SQL Server. See, so what it's saying basically, the by default index operation is sorting operation is ascending order. Okay, in an index, so it's a default features, right? And your query is creating, if you are creating in query and you are using the too much sort operation and order by clause, and that is also descending order, then it's not helpful, right? The cost will be definitely go high. So by default index sort is happening ascending order, but your query written like that, you have used too many sort operation, order by clause and all, and that's also happening in descending order, then definitely the performance will go decrease because the cost of index will be go high. Okay, and the seventh is the foreign key. You need to understand the foreign key. What is the foreign key? Go and check details. This is also when you are creating index, just keep in mind to you should create index for foreign key columns. Okay, the eighth one is mindful SQL Server Index storage consideration. So this is very much helpful. Go with this statement. What is saying, the index storage is also a useful aspect to consider. SQL Server creates all index to the same file group of a table. So you can consider a separate file group for index, separate the physical file or separate disk. So it will be improve your IO performance throughput. Okay, so what it's trying to say, when you are creating an index, we can choose separate file groups to create an index. Okay, so it will improve your IO. Okay, 9 is the find the missing index. This is very much helpful. I have created already one video how to find the missing index to improve your SQL Server performance. See, as I told you in the previous point, don't create the blindly index and all. So it's like, so SQL Server having the the phenomena. So if the index is not used so long and all, right, and any kind of duplicate index or missing index, then definitely the performance will be go for that particular database. So we should avoid create unnecessary index firstly, and find the missing index, and and then if it is really required, create an index also to improve the SQL Server performance of a database. Okay, so you can check this statement about the missing index. Always create a cluster index before non-cluster index. This is also valid point. You can go with this statement. We should always create a cluster index before non-cluster index. And the last one is 11th one. This is the very much helpful. Monitor your maintenance and update stat. So index monitoring is really helpful. And the update static also need to check it. So what are the 3 factors you need to check it? So remove the index fragmentation, and remove the updates index, unused index, and update statics. These are the factors which you need to check in during the index maintenance. This is the very much helpful to do the SQL Server performance enhancement. Remove the unused index. I have already uploaded one video how to find it, duplicate index and unused index, so that you can easily track the records, all those indexes which is not used from the so long, and which is which is duplicate index, that definitely you should drop it immediately. As soon as you dropped it, the performance will be improved. So well, that's it for today. These are the 11 factors which can improve your index best practice, and it will definitely improve your SQL Server database performance issues. So go with all those 11th factors, and you can implement it. As soon as you apply it, definitely database performance will be improved. Thank you guys. We'll meet you soon.